Hello everyone, how are you feeling today? It's Eros71 here, and today I'm coming at you with my Trickstar deck profile. Now before we begin, this build has some, unfortunately, because I don't have the money and or didn't get the cards for some particular cards, it has some, cards that like proxying other cards, which we'll get over them, but I don't think there's so many of those. I think it's a pretty solid build. I mean, it's more of the basic side, at least in my opinion, but if you guys have any suggestions and really cool and spicy techs, you're more than welcome to, let me know in a comment down below how you play your deck, how your deck is working all together, and what do you think I should cut or add in, and everything as such. But without further ado, let's get started. So to start things off with the lineup of monsters, I think everybody will agree that you need to run 3 Candina and 3 Lycoris. And then 1 at least of Lilybell. I mean, there's some people who run still 2, but I think like at least 1 Lilybell. And 1 in my opinion is more than enough. And then 2 of the new one, which I'm actually using to, to proxy. I believe her name is Carabane. And I'm proxying it with 2 Narcissus because I don't really have the money and or the Carabane right now. So I will either wait for a reprint or to it to drop down. Anyway, Carabane, in my opinion, is a 2-of because it's a card that you want to see sometimes. I mean, I do understand that people could run it. You can also run it at 1 if you feel like it. But like, I think 2 Carabane is actually really nice. Carabane is your free special summon and your honest of the deck. So I think like 2 copies of it is actually really cool. And you want to run 2 copies of it. And you want to have like 9 Trickstar's names, in my opinion, in the form of monsters. And that pretty much does it for the Trickstars. Now we'll move on to the rest of the monster lineup. First off, 3 copies of Eater of Millions. This guy is your, it's just a way to get rid of a lot of things. It's just really good, and especially against decks that use a lot of Banish, like Thunder Dragons, or decks that use Potted Desires, or the new Pot card, which we do run in this deck. It's just making this card so good. So 3 copies of Eater of Million, in my opinion, is just a must. And then 3 copies of Prankertops for going second and just dealing with a lot of annoying stuff if I just need a free special summon and then a pop. So this is pretty much like the only card that I'm kind of like citing going second right now in the main deck. But like, there are some particular cards I will let you guys know in the continuation if you think you need to cite them for going second. Next up for our hand traps, we run 3 copies of Draw and Luck, which unfortunately I have to proxy 2, but 3 copies you want to run of Draw and Luck, and then 3 copies of Effect Veiler, which could be Ash Blossom. I just still didn't get my so-called 3 structure deck of Soul Burner, so for the time being it's 3 Effect Veilers. So this is the lineup that I think you should run, and it's a very straightforward and very solid lineup of hand traps. That's it for the monsters. Now move on for the spells. So first off, for your field spells, you run 3 copies of Trickstar Light Stage, which is obvious. And then 1 copy of Live Stage, which is a card that a lot of people actually, I thought that this card is garbage, but it's actually really good for the fact that you can recycle a Trickstar, so you can use just a Carabane for Link summoning or whatever, and then just recycle it back, which is really good. It's also going to give you tokens that you can use. I mean, you don't really care about Link summoning so much, but like the fact that you can get more tokens to just do your plays in order to trigger your Holy Angels, Holy Angel ability or other stuff like that, it's actually pretty cool. So 1 copy of Live Stage, in my opinion, is actually kind of nice. And then 2 copies of Terraforming for searching those for field spells. And then we also run 3 copies of the new Pot cards, which are we proxying with Pot of Duality, because I don't have the money for $80 a copy of that Pot card, which banishing 3 cards from your extra deck for a draw. So that's actually pretty good, because this deck doesn't really care about the extra deck that much, but like it does, but like it's not that much cares about it. So it's just really nice. And then one copy of Scapegoats because it's a twin, and one copy of Monster Reborn for your additional helping spells. Moving on now to the traps, you run 3 copies of Reincarnation because Reincarnation is freaking awesome. And I think like this card probably in the future going to get banned, and not banned to 1. But then again, like I'm not 100% sure about it because what they're called, Ultrageist, like Multifaker is just not going to get too limited because Trickstar, not Trickstars, Ultrageist doesn't really do anything anymore. I mean, when they get power again, then they might going to do a thing, but like for the time being, again, Trickstars and Ultrageist are really 2 annoying decks. But I don't think they're doing so much to like, you know, be, oh my god, this is insane. So 3 copies of Reincarnation, this card is awesome. 2 copies of Goes in Match, you can run a 3rd one. This one could be kind of a Twin Twister or whatever if you want to go 2nd. And then 3 copies of a Breakthrough Skill, which could be Called by the Grave or going 2nd. And if you do have the money for it, run 3 Impermanents instead. I just don't have 3 Impermanents, but Breakthrough Skill actually serve the same purpose in my opinion. And that's pretty much does it for the main deck for Trickstars. The rest of the extra deck is pretty much straightforward cards that you want to run. I mean, Trickstars are just really straightforward deck in a sense. One Holy Angel, which is probably the card that you're going to make from your links the most. And then 1 copy of Crimson Heart, which I know it's still not legal in Europe, but this is supposed to be Divardis. I mean, I ordered a copy because I really like the art, but Divardis, which is the new, I believe that's what she called, the new Link monsters that you need to use 2 level 3 or lower, I believe, Trickstar monsters, I believe that's her Link materials. Anyway, the ones that burn you on special summon and you can only control 1, I would recommend to run 1 of it and 1 of Holy Angel because those are probably the 2 best Link 2 for Trickstars. And then the rest is pretty much toolboxing, which is 1 Borlow Dragon, 1 Unicorn, because I don't have the money for Unicorn yet, 1 Ingirsu to get rid of stuff, 1 Deco Talker, 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, 1 copy of Akashic Magician, sorry, 1 copy of Heap Hoshinin. Sometimes like I'm getting this name right like immediately, but sometimes it's like it gets stuck in my throat. So 1 Heap Hoshinoningen, or whatever you'd call it. Anyway, 1 copy of Roxy Dragon, 1 copy of Space Insulator. I mean, these 2 can be something else, but like I just wanted these 2 specifically in the extra deck because they use only 2 monsters. So if you're using your Scapegoats, they're really easy to bring out, and then you can use the 2 others to bring out Link Haribo and Link Spider. So that's actually really convenient. And then the last one is 1 copy of Underclock Taker, because Underclock Taker is pretty awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much does it for the extra deck. I mean, if you feel like it that you want also in Scapegoat, you can also run 1 Genius if you really want to do that with Scapegoat, but I just don't really think I need it that much. But yeah, that's pretty much does it for my Trickstar deck profile. Really straightforward and really easy. There's not a whole lot to say about this deck. I mean, it does what it does. It's burning your opponent, and it's pretty kind of, I would call it like kind of a control deck, in a sense. In the future, I am not sure about yet, because I'm not sure about it, and I want to let you guys know in the comments down below, because this is, in my opinion, considered like a meta deck. So I want to know what you guys think, if I should include side deck options as well for my deck profiles, if I have like some kind of fun meta deck that, you know, just really easy and straightforward to do, and then like it just doesn't even come up for the 10-minute mark. So it just, if you guys want to see more content or something like that, or what do you think I want to side and everything, which I think that could be also cool. But I want to hear you guys' thoughts if you need, or if you want me to show you guys side deck options. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the deck profile. So next video, next week, is going to be probably the last of Choose Your Deck Profile, and then I'm going to go to do my other deck profiles, which are from the order that I finally have arrived, and I'm going to do some really cool deck profiles. I think the next deck profile is Diablos. I need to check my my list. So Diabolos and Felgrand in the same week. I think Diabolos is first and Felgrand is second. I need to check that out. But those two are going to come out, and then we're going to end up next week of Choose a Deck Profile, and I'd like to thank everybody once again for helping me reach out 600 subscribers, and we are actually already getting close to 650, so yeah. But I'll see you guys next time. Remember, creativity is the key in this game. Have a good day, guys. Stay safe, and see you guys next week. So have a good end of the week. Bye-bye, guys.